just one of those days. I think they had 34 attempts in that game. They had 14 corners, 76% possession and lost 1-0. Cleverly. Barry. Seamus Coleman. To Lennon. Scoring goals for fun recently, Aaron Lennon. He scored more goals in the last 6 weeks than he'd scored in the previous 3 years.
Incredible, isn't it? So many good performances. He's just finding that consistency, and they're passing it around beautifully at the moment as well. Full of confidence.
Good noise. Gareth Barry forward for Everton, finding Lukaku. Plenty of white shirts forward, Gareth Barry. Coleman, always a threat down that right-hand side. There you go.
Disappointing with that, Coleman. Just a bit more quality needed. These days, your fullbacks are becoming wingers, aren't they? You see it so often. Do they work in the final third on that quality and crossing?
Telling me you scored here once, Martin, back in the day.
I certainly did. I think against the Harry Redknapp team back in the day, 87. Came here with Aston Villa, looking for promotion. We thankfully got it that year. Looks like they're going to be playing in the second tier again, I feel, Aston Villa next season.
Ground which has been transformed since then, actually turned through 90 degrees, the pitch, the whole ground reconfigured. Martin Atkinson on the spot here, and Everton have a free kick as Cleverly was just caught here.
France is a little bit high, maybe.
Yeah. No foul on Barkley. Now, can Iturbe inject some pace? He can. Iturbe's got runners either side of him. He went for goal himself, which has brought a shrug of disappointment from Dan Gosling, who'd run about 50 yards to join him, and from Josh King, who's to his right-hand side.
Well, he certainly injected some pace into this Bournemouth team. No fear in his play. He's looking to get onto that left foot, and then he hasn't got the power at the end of it. But he's certainly got the intention. Good showing from him so far.
Be desperate to make an impression, having joined in the transfer window on loan from Roma.
It's a huge transfer fee though if it goes through, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be up around the 15-16 million pound mark if Bournemouth do take up that option for Juan Manuel Iturbe. Here's Barkley. Lennon. Coleman. There's money here though, you know, Martin. I mean, it's not, it's little old Bournemouth in some respects, but not in others.
Well, it's not that long ago they were in administration. 8-9 years ago, so they've done incredibly well.
Gareth Barry. Cleverly's off after it. That was a good one from O'Kane. Everton has certainly edged the first 15 minutes of this game without really creating a clear-cut opportunity.
Tend to smother teams, don't they, when they're passing? Bournemouth just can't get it off them.
Gareth Barry. Certainly bossing possession in this game so far. Lennon. Whipped cross, distant, only half away. Can hit this McCarthy. There's a double block. Dan Gosling did ever so well to hurl himself in front of that. McDonald was there as well, but it was Gosling who made the block. Everton's corner. Really got a good crossing yet, Everton. Cleverly with this corner. Oh, Funes Mori was close to getting ahead on that. He really launched himself.
Well, he scored here, didn't he, earlier in the season? And have memories of that. And he's notched again there. Well, he's a powerful man, isn't he?
3 goals in this is first season in English football. Not bad for a central defender, indeed. He's not only been a useful goal scorer, he's proved to be a very good defender. Barry strapping with King and losing it, and here's Gosling. No foul, says Martin Atkinson. Gareth Barry won it back fair and square. That's a clever ball, which Distan responded to well.
But that's the difference, though, Willow. When you win that ball, you play a punishing pass to get someone in. Barry's capable of that.
Okay, forward. Maybe a card here. There is a card here. James McCarthy coming in from behind, coming in late. Felling Iturbe gets the yellow card.
Well, McCarthy knows, doesn't he, that Iturbe there is, once he's running at the defence, they're in trouble. Almost a good one to take for the team. It's too quick for him.
Daniels. Distan. Coleman just got a toe in. Barry won the 50-50 with Gosling. Here's Union O'Kane. Good to see Tommy Elphick here back in the side. Chipped a bone in his ankle back in September. Been a long road back. King. Francis, driven cross, Gosling chasing it and chasing it. They're not reaching it.
Just a win there, taking it out. Good play from Bournemouth, though. The philosophy Eddie Howe has to pass the ball. It's great to see, really. I mean, they flew through the Championship last season. Let's not forget, they're still very new in the Premier League, finding their way. He's been tested recently here. They lost the last 2 home games, so he's confident, but he still wants to play.
One of those who treats triumph and disaster the same as the goals, at least outwardly. We've got a free kick here. Iturbe has been on the end of a few now. He's also given one out early on, it has to be said.
Well, he's running with the ball, Steve, inside Iturbe, creating that run for Francis to go down the overlap outside of him, and when he comes into that midfield, he's creating a real problem for Everton.
Well, he cost Roma the best part of £18 million, and they'll get most of that back if Bournemouth do take up the option. It's a player of pedigree. O'Kane forward. Francis, McDonald is with him. Francis again. Given away. Iturbe trying to wriggle away through. Coleman into the wind and into the rain. And ahead of Gosling. Now into Daniels. Has support from Aaron Lennon. Coleman. Chadley had made a run. Coleman a bit more circumspect. Finds Jagielka, and Jagielka gives it away, disappointingly. Okay. Well, that's given Federici something to do. And his clearance has gone straight to Oviedo. Careless from Bournemouth. Turn. Usually by Gareth Barry.
Frustrating, isn't it, from an Everton point of view? Quite often they get into these wide positions and again, Luke Lukaku, the service into him. Got to feed him, he's outstanding.